Military service, a profound challenge, not just for the soldiers, but also for their loved ones. Brace yourselves as we reveal the heartwarming magic of incredible reunions after enduring time's embrace. Let's dive in. Wow, this is absolutely amazing. Just look at the incredible reaction of the parents. Pure shock and an explosion of emotions as the soldier unexpectedly comes back, appearing right before them out of nowhere. Makes my heart sad, the look on her face before she knew it was him. She thought it was bad news at first, I think. She was so scared it wasn't him. Hey, check it. This soldier gal rocked 6 months of intense army training, and she shows up back home a whole day earlier to stun her family. Man, hugging your loved ones? It doesn't get better than that. Whoa! You all won't believe this roller coaster. Little sis, all emotional and out of the blue, gets her mind blown when her Marine brother rolls up after 20 whole months of being miles apart. Tears and surprises all the way. Get this, the military couple jets in from Japan, catching their mum off guard at work. Tears of joy flow as she lays eyes on her beloved ones. What an absolutely incredible reunion, right? Oh my goodness, you've all got to see Mum's reaction when her soldier son springs a surprise and shows up at her workplace. She's screaming, teary-eyed and pulling him into the tightest hug ever. Whoa, hold on tight. Soldier Bro darts in like a whirlwind right in front of his sis, leaving her completely floored and teary-eyed, while all their buddies witness this emotional bombshell.
So we are so lucky to actually.
The soldier's daughter quietly came back, showing up at her mum's workplace and sending her over the moon. The mum was completely taken aback, a mix of astonishment and an explosion of emotions. A Navy soldier just popped up at home, surprising his sister after a whole 6 months apart. Talk about a heartwarming brotherly reunion. Check it out. This Marine teamed up with his mum's co-workers to craft a surprise for her.
Boy, they got you in your fat.
Locked into the game, dude's all in. Then, whoa, out of nowhere, Navy Bro pops up, catching little bro completely off guard. They hug it out big time, hitting those surprise and emotion buttons hard. Check out that big sis. Talk about a total surprise overload when her military sis pops up out of nowhere after 7 whole months away. Emotions just exploding all over the place.
I'm not coming.
Major props to the pastor and soldier dad team up that totally floored those boys. Tears were streaming as they hugged their dads. That surprise hit deep. Hold on to your hats for a jaw-dropping reunion as this soldier returns after a year of deployment and makes his way to the school where his wife teaches. Talk about a surprise. Damn, Dad's in for a shocker as his soldier son pops in unannounced, right there in front of him, and they lock in a solid tight hug between 2 grown men.
You're gonna go see Dad.
Hold your horses, because this Navy hero's back from overseas and plotting a surprise for his precious daughter at school. Talk about leaving her utterly stunned and seriously moved. Man, he popped out of that slide like a kid, catching his girlfriend off guard big time. She just clung onto him, and it was such a sweet moment. Oh my goodness, in the Christmas spirit, the Marine unexpectedly comes back and pulls off the most romantic girlfriend proposal ever.
Oh my god.
Now we can party!
Hold up, this soldier bro sneaks up on his sis and bam, she's like, is this real life? Total shock, pure heartstrings tug, and the missing you vibes hitting hard. Hold up, the military bro strolls in with a bunch of flowers, sneaks into the classroom to totally surprise his sis. Fast hug, and bam, his little sis starts getting all teary-eyed. Boom! The door swings open, and there's this little guy, jaw-dropping and pure joy. sprinting to embrace his military sis. Hold up, you all won't believe this twist. Soldier Son shows up, no heads up, and with everyone's help, bam! Mum's workplace gets hit with an emotional bombshell. I'm talking major surprise and tears. She's not just an amazing servicewoman, but also a devoted and appreciative daughter. Truly something special. The mum was truly taken aback as the Soldier Son stepped in through the door. It was like she was on the moon. Oh my goodness! Those two kids are beyond thrilled spotting their soldier dad's return. They're hugging him tight and dancing around non-stop.
A little bit. Hard took me offline for now.
Oh my goodness, the mum was left breathless as her Navy son appeared out of thin air, totally catching her off guard. After 9 long months apart, the pilot bro goes all out and shows up at his sis's workplace for a mind-blowing surprise. Brace yourself for the absolutely priceless, tear-jerking reaction from his sister.
I'm gonna pass out. Oh my god. No healing.
The little girl had no idea that her military mother would suddenly appear before her after a long time apart. She ran as fast as she could and embraced her mother tightly. After a long separation, it was enough for this girl to just be able to hug her boyfriend again. But he decided that she deserved much more. This sailor's husband describes this day as the best day of his life. Seeing your loved ones again truly is the pinnacle of happiness after being separated for so long. Man, this service guy, he just dropped his gun and grabbed a bunch of flowers when he showed up at his girlfriend's graduation. It was like, whoa, so unexpected and touching. After 3 years apart, it was the first time they were reunited with their family. Their mother burst into tears and couldn't stop caressing her son's changed face. Seeing your dad on the big screen at a baseball game is thrilling, right? But hold on tight, because he was actually just a few yards away in the dugout. Just wait until you witness the incredible reaction when he walks out. It's gonna hit you right in the feels. After nearly a year, This young man kept his promise to pick up his sister at school while dressed in military attire. It was a heartfelt moment, filled with pride and fulfillment. When this mum, at 42 years old, became a police officer, it was a major moment. And you know what would have made the swearing-in ceremony even more incredible? If her son, who's a soldier, was there with her. Amidst a concert at Acreage Pines Elementary School, a military hero had been silently observing from backstage, completely unknown to her son.
I love you.
A female soldier surprises her dad after over a year of not seeing him. It seems like the spirit of service runs in the family. The joy on this little girl's face was impossible to hide when she saw her beloved father returning. It was undoubtedly the moment they had both been eagerly awaiting. Graduating is already a momentous occasion, but it becomes even bigger when your dad, who unexpectedly returns from the Navy, shows up to support you on your special day. With just a few minutes left until Ali's final high school match begins, the return of her older brother became the ultimate source of encouragement. This family had been patiently waiting for lunch for quite a while, but the wait turned out to be well worth it.
Students, please join me in welcoming
The joy
home.
of witnessing her daughter's recognition was not the only surprise. The greatest astonishment was still to come. Sergeant David had returned from Afghanistan, reuniting with his family on this momentous occasion. This girl was incredibly dedicated to safeguarding dolphins that she didn't even realize someone else was diligently protecting her. It was her soldier dad, whom she hadn't laid eyes on in a whole year. That knock on the door turned her mother's mundane day upside down. Behind that door was her long-awaited son, bringing an overwhelming wave of surprise and heartfelt emotions. Want courtside seats to a heartwarming reunion? Check out this military man surprising his family before an NBA game. It's a definite slam dunk moment. This football player is about to experience the surprise of a lifetime. His big brother, who is on active duty, managed to make it to his game. What a moment it is to see your military brother right there, cheering you on. Just another ordinary day at school until BAM! Your dad, who just returned from Iraq, bursts in unexpectedly.
She thought it was just a picture time without knowing that her soldier son was back and hiding right behind her.
She believed it was just a time for taking pictures, completely unaware that her soldier son was back home, hiding right behind her. After all the hard work and sacrifices in the army, the most precious part of it all is called homecoming. It's the moment when a soldier finally reunites with their family. Here is a beautiful and long-awaited reunion moment that captures the essence of that joyous occasion. After being away in Afghanistan for 8 long months, this soldier gave his little sister the surprise of a lifetime by showing up in her classroom. Right before her son's very first freshman basketball game, this military mum showed up, and the emotions were off the charts. It was an absolute slam dunk. And we conclude with an emotional reunion between a soldier and his younger sister. The red, white and blue is powerful, but I must admit, I'm loving the tie-dye hoodie worn by the sister even more. When the warm, familiar voice echoed, tears filled the pilot's eyes. But they had to complete the ritual before being able to embrace their older brother. The soldier's daughter rushed to him, shouting with excitement, eagerly awaiting a well-deserved hug. At first, these two girls didn't seem too impressed with the Utah Jazz team's Mascot's antics, but then it hit them like a lightning bolt. Their dad was inside the Mascot suit. This guy had only been gone for 2 weeks, but you wouldn't believe it based on his daughter's reaction. When soldiers are on duty, they often miss significant family occasions, but not this man. He showed up on his brother's wedding day with a surprise, creating an unforgettable and heartwarming day for their beautiful family. It's every father's dream to see their son serve the nation and become a true man. Thank you for your service, and a special thanks to the father for raising a remarkable son like this. Captain Robert Wolfe surprises his wife with a heartfelt reunion on the big screen. Her scream of surprise fills the air as she jumps into his arms, embracing the joy of their long-awaited reunion.
It's a surprise reunion. Knew this was the ultimate. We'll never top this.
Did you know? No?
Did my parents know?
A father is always a genuine hero for his kids, but when your dad is away from home serving the country, he becomes a hero for many. This girl believed she was being interviewed for a video about classroom technology, but little did she know, things took a completely unexpected turn when her mum walked into the frame. There's something special about a girl whose father serves in the military, as their time together is cherished even more. This was the moment when she finally reunited with her dad as soon as the plane landed. The love and bond between them are truly remarkable. This is the moment when a kid laid eyes on his dad after a whole year stationed overseas, and there wasn't a dry eye in the entire school. Having a military boyfriend is challenging because you don't get to be together all the time. However, the most beautiful part is the reunion. Look at him. He even brought some flowers to make the moment even more special. For this little sleepy girl, she wasn't even expecting her older sister to be back home at that time. The surprise reunion must have been truly heartwarming for her. Witnessing soldiers reuniting with their loved ones is always a remarkable sight, as the overwhelming joy and love expressed by their families can bring tears to anyone's eyes. This soldier is about to deliver a double surprise. Not only is he surprising his wife, but he's also surprising his unborn child. This wife was incredibly surprised when her military husband hid in the car trunk to create a surprise for her. No matter how brave or highly trained you may be, you're never too tough to sprint straight into your mum's waiting arms.
Alright, ready? 1,
Family pictures
2,
are a must-have,
3.
and it's also a perfect time to surprise your dear ones if you're back from the army, just like she
Me
did.
the whole time! I was in on it the whole time! I was... Oh, it worked out so well. Listen, this is so difficult. I was going like 90.
Debbie Roach lost contact with her son, US Army Specialist Jeremy Roach, who was deployed in Afghanistan for a month. On her 50th birthday, her co-workers planned a surprise party for her. But little did she know, there was another surprise in store. As service members start reintegrating into the family routine, they might feel like strangers in their own home. However, this man, having missed out on so much, is welcomed back with open arms and deep love by his family members. This is the heartfelt welcome your loved ones give you when you return home from the army after 6 months. When this little guy got summoned to the school nurse's office, he received an unexpected diagnosis: extreme happiness. His sister was there, waiting to surprise him. Cue laughter all around. After removing his uniform, this father embarked on his ultimate mission: to orchestrate a reunion so unforgettable that his son would cherish it forever. And he executed it brilliantly, leaving an indelible mark on their hearts. That moment when you discover an unexpected delivery right at your doorstep. The soldier had him jumping up and down with excitement, thrilled to see his owner. Returning unexpectedly from the Baltic, he surprised his entire family. His mother couldn't believe it until she saw her husband approaching to hug their daughter. There's no Christmas gift greater than reuniting with your family after being away for a whole year. Caitlin had no idea her Air Force bestie was about to give her the surprise of a lifetime. That tight side hug speaks volumes about their longing for each other. There's nothing quite like being home for the holidays. This soldier dad pulled off the timeless combination of a video message followed by a real-life appearance, and it never fails to evoke cheers and tears all around.
Somebody special's here to see you.
This soldier's little sister was incredibly touched and surprised when her big brother showed up at her school after months apart. When you're overflowing with joy upon seeing your son, you can't help but break into a little happy dance.
And then where do I put that? I do? Do I?
The military dad surprised his son by showing up at school, leaving the little boy in awe, unable to believe that it was true. It took this little guy just a split second to remember Daddy, but that moment was pure magic. The soldier's mum and dad were incredibly surprised and overjoyed when their son unexpectedly returned home.
Holy shit! What a shot! I just now woke up.
Soldier surprises wife and daughter on Thanksgiving, bringing tears of joy. After a 7-month deployment, this soldier named Bradley created an incredible surprise for the kids right at their school.
So is somebody gonna give me a haircut?
A heartwarming and incredibly surprising Christmas gift for the family as the military member unexpectedly returned home, bringing joy to everyone, especially his mother. His brother and sister were engaged in a game of Guess That Voice during their school assembly when one of the voices unexpectedly belonged to their deployed dad. Fortunately, the rest of their dad wasn't far behind, bringing a flood of relief and joy.
Oh, because what you said was, you know what? You know what? You don't come out of this.
This dad was completely taken aback when his military son came home. He was overjoyed to see his son. This little girl expressed her biggest wish to the host, to meet her father. And then, miraculously, God brought her military dad to meet her. Once again, we have the classic lunchroom reveal, and this time, the soldier's little brother simply can't contain his excitement. The military son paid his mother an unexpected visit, and her reaction was filled with pure joy. The military dad showing up at his son's school unexpectedly made the little boy burst with joy. Get ready for a truly special reunion as a soldier surprises both his wife and their newborn son. It's a moment filled with immense joy and love.
It's a good warm feeling inside knowing that they're finally together.
A thrilling and heartwarming reunion between the son and his father. They were like two little buddies having a fun and joyful get-together.
I miss you too. I like that light. I want hugs. I'll find the monsters with you, but can I have hugs?
Both Mum and the beloved pet were incredibly surprised and overjoyed when their military son unexpectedly returned home without prior notice. Hunter made it just in time for Christmas, and his mum couldn't contain her emotions when she laid eyes on him. Despite being a Marine, he will always be her little boy. That dance was absolutely priceless. These two siblings of the soldier were in the middle of a game when they were hit with an overwhelming surprise as their big brother returned. How close does a returning army officer have to get to their mum before they finally get some attention? Sierra surprises her family and friends on Thanksgiving Day, bringing tears of gratitude to everyone. Truly a day to remember. Brianna's mum couldn't contain her excitement when she saw her daughter home. Good thing she wasn't holding a hot skillet.
Hi, Jody. Hey, what's on this side?
Seems like this young American captain was a bit shy, but still had a big smile on their face when they saw their military father. This soldier's daughter was so moved and blown away when her dad showed up at her school to pick her up after months apart. This is probably the most surprising and meaningful Christmas gift for this little girl. The military mum kept her promise and came back.
Yeah. And you thought it was going to be 2 more days.
Here we go again with the classic waiter trick. This soldier pulls off a heartwarming surprise for his girlfriend after being apart for several months.
What have you done? You said you were hanging out in the bathroom instead of in class.
A huge surprise for the little sister. She must have missed her big brother dearly. Coming home early from deployment, the military husband surprised his wife, who missed him dearly. Santa made her wish come true when her daddy came home for Christmas, filling her with overwhelming surprise and heartfelt joy. The sun was blinding, momentarily obscuring their dad's arrival up the driveway in his complete army uniform. The soldier's mum let out a joyful scream when the visitor at the door turned out to be her long-awaited and missed son. This soldier, who spent 10 months in Afghanistan, had been planning this heartfelt surprise for her son all along. The whole family came together to create a surprise for Grandma when her military grandson unexpectedly returned home.
Oh, Lord, I'm falling off work. Oh, God. When did you get in?
This is probably the happiest reunion day for this military family. Everyone has been eagerly anticipating it. At first, the little son seemed a bit shy and clung to his dad's shirt. But when he realized it was his long-separated military mum, a surge of nostalgic emotions exploded within him. Homecoming means returning to what truly resides in your heart. After being apart for months, this father and daughter share a heartwarming reunion, creating an incredibly adorable moment.
Oh my God, holy shit. I'm thinking you're going to try to
Two girls separated for 8 months, overwhelmed with emotions as their sister surprises them in their classroom. The bond between sisters is undeniable. Get ready to shed a tear because this video combines both soldier mums and dads embracing their loved ones at the same time. Wow! After months apart, these siblings finally reunite in the most heartwarming way ever. Sophia was taken aback when her military dad unexpectedly showed up to cheer her on during the performance. Sports arenas are always a favorite when it comes to military parents unexpectedly appearing. The girl was totally shocked and hugged her military dad, who unexpectedly returned over the weekend. Little did this mum know, as she swung open the door, her heart would be flooded with overwhelming surprise and emotion. Standing before her was her son, who had made an unexpected visit. Surprising his hard-working mum at her workplace brought tears to her eyes. It's understandable to be emotional after months of not seeing her son. This cheerleading squad captain abruptly halted her routine and rushed to embrace her unexpectedly appearing military brother.
Two dogs were so happy to see their dad
These
returning
two dogs
home,
were
they decided the
overjoyed
best
to
thing
see their
do
dad
was leave him
returning
alive.
home. But instead of eating him alive, they showered him with love and affection.
Tucked away in the principal's office at
U.S.
Winnetonka
Army
High School.
National Guard Sergeant Bradley Comar, on leave during the holiday season, pulled off a heartwarming surprise for his sisters at Winnetonka High
If they come
School.
up and ask you a question, just be respectful, just answer the question.
Our third interview, Brad's sisters explain how much they miss their dad.
I just thought I miss him a lot. He's just
Hey guys.
It was just like soon I recognized him, but I was like, this is not happening right now. And like my heart started racing. Just so happy that I could have my brother back.
Making a beeline for the stadium where his beloved wife was working, this military husband surprised her and truly stole the spotlight. Mum and sister couldn't be more surprised and delighted as the soldier's son quietly returned home, embracing them with pure, heartfelt hugs. Military dad stuns daughter with surprise appearance at graduation. What a huge surprise for this mother, as she was sharing her longing for her son with everyone, unaware that her military son was standing behind the curtain, waiting for her raw and heartfelt reaction. The girl was reading her wish, and it happened by chance to be a reunion with her deployed soldier dad. In the end, her wish became a reality, leaving her surprised and deeply touched. Woman's heartfelt reaction to her brother's return after nearly a year apart.
The goals in the crowd. 3, 2, 1. Ladies and gentlemen, can I have you guys
Air Force Staff Sergeant Aaron McKean created a tremendous surprise in his daughter's life.
Master Sergeant Aaron McKean. He has been serving 20 years in the United States Air Force. He has returned the Middle East 5 times. Die-hard Lightning fans in a home reunion.
Mom, look what I found.
Just watch the mum's reaction when she unexpectedly lays eyes on her soldier son, returning and walking up beside her. It's pure surprise and overwhelming emotion.
I think it's... Oh my God, it's
With her daughter in sight and the sunset as their backdrop, this military mum raced across the tarmac in record time. After being apart for so long, her feet barely touched the ground as she embraced her daughter in a heartfelt reunion. From deployment to the hospital, just in time for the birth of your first child, a seamless transition filled with love and joy. After nearly a year of separation, this soldier is finally reunited with his wife and son. Witness the emotional reunion on the tarmac as he steps off the plane. It's truly a magical moment. Imagine being separated from the person you hold closest to your heart for 14 long months. 14 months filled with 425 days of yearning for their presence. And then, as you turn around, there they are, right there, standing before your very eyes. The joy in that girl's face when she spots her big brother standing alongside his fellow airmen at their graduation ceremony. It's absolutely priceless. I dare anyone to find something more beautiful.
Oh, God. Hi, Mom.
This soldier must have been trained well, sneaking up swiftly and quietly behind his mum. What a joyous and astonishing surprise for a loved one. Little Hadley is in for a big surprise after school. Her older brother has returned after completing Navy boot camp. He may have transformed into a sailor, but to her, he'll always be her beloved big brother.
Are you so happy?
Did we walk?
This Ukrainian soldier chose to surprise his daughter right after school, leaving her utterly surprised and deeply moved. There's no better place to surprise your friends after being deployed overseas than at a party where everyone is already in a great mood. This soldier showing up safe and sound after all that time makes this party 1 in a million. Caught up in the camera, at first, the little girl didn't recognize her soldier dad. But then her reaction was priceless, making everyone burst into laughter.
I've not seen you.
Surprise, Angel! Your graduation ceremony is about to become even more special than you expected. Your Air Force dad is hiding behind the curtain, eagerly waiting to give you a hug and let you know how much you mean to him. That's the pure joy you feel when your friend returns, captured in one moment. The military husband showing up at his wife's workplace for a visit left her incredibly surprised and overjoyed. She immediately set aside all her tasks and requested a few days off. Jessica was invited to throw the first pitch at the Rochester Red Wings game, but little did she know what was about to unfold. The military mum showed up unexpectedly in her son's classroom, and he instantly dashed over, embracing her tightly. It was a truly surprising and touching moment.
Who is this? Who is that?
Send your best wishes to the soldiers and their families by leaving a comment and sharing this video. Thank you for watching and see you in the upcoming episodes.
Mình đọc sách đôi lúc mình không đọc sách thì mình khá là hay bởi chỗ là đôi lúc mình dùng những cái câu từ sách để khuyên nhủ.